Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I'm bringing you guys this video. This is off topic number 19, which is actually going to be about the patch notes, which I think this is patch something. Yeah, 6.81, and that person you heard whispering, guys, is Diamond Dota. She's joining me to help me out with these patch notes because she plays a lot of Dota, and I don't want to do this alone because there's a lot of notes to talk about, and there's plenty of things that I really want to talk about, and I totally didn't read ahead, but I totally read ahead.
What a cheater, man. What a cheater.
Yeah, what a cheater. So, for everybody who's watching in the future, you don't know this, but everybody who's watching now, you'll see this on Diamond's livestream because CulBlu's internet is not reliable, and that's not really relevant. I thought it's just a fun fact. But this video will be broken into two parts, which is the part 1, general patch notes, and then part 2 will be hero patch notes, because there are a lot of hero patch notes to talk about, and there are a lot of general things to talk about, so why not break it in 2 videos?
Hey man, I'm cool with whatever. And however, I have to say that are you prepared for all of these patches or this patch? All these changes, man? Like, this is a lot of changes.
I am as prepared for all these patch changes as I was when Bloodseeker got infinite movement speed, which I wasn't prepared for that either.
Yeah, but he still sucks though, just FYI.
But the infinite movement speed is scary as crap. That's all I gotta say.
It's really good in AD mode. That's it. Thirst is amazing in AD mode, but anything else, in a regular game, he's meh.
And see, guys, Diamond plays AD, therefore it is legit. So go play AD, please.
I love AD. AD is really fun.
See, there we go. We have an okay. Let's not get distracted because we already got a lot to go through. So, like I said before, we're gonna break this into 2 parts of the videos. But before we do all that, I gotta make sure Diamond gets her introduction in because I forgot about that. Diamond, would you like to introduce yourself to all the beautiful people out there, please?
I like how you actually forget and then you notes that you forget about it, which is amazing. But it's fine. I am Diamond Dota. I play a shit ton of Dota. I am the host and creator of Stats and Facts, which is my new quiz show where I bring on teams and casters and all these people, and then I quiz them, and then I give them prizes if they do well. Which, by the way, CulBlu was on, and he was on episode 2. If you'd like to see that.
No, don't watch it. Spoiler
Why?
alert! Things happened and Dagons were used.
Yes, Dagons were used. That was fun though. But yeah. Anywho, that's who I am, and you can find me at twitch.tv/DiamondDota, which is actually where this is streaming. Ha.
Yes.
Alright, so.
And you guys already have my excuse. So we'll go ahead and jump into the patch notes because, like I said, there's a lot to talk about. So we'll start off at the very top of the page, and this is just for Diamond's directions, where we see a beautiful picture of Mirana, Bane, and Visage. And all I gotta say is, Bane looks derpy as usual, but Visage looks kind of cool.
I think Bane looks okay. His arm is a little twisted out there, but.
Yeah,
Mirana doesn't look like Mirana, by the way. I want to point that out. Mirana does not look like Mirana.
She looks like Angelina Jolie. No. It's the lips. It's the lips.
No, she looks like Scarlett Johansson a little bit.
See, I can't see unless I see Platinum Blonde. I'm sorry. But anyway, okay. So we see that beautiful picture. Diamond thinks she looks like Scarlett Johansson. I think she looks like Angelina Jolie.
She looks nothing like Angelina Jolie. Okay, I'm putting that out there. This looks nothing like Angelina Jolie. You are insane.
Oh my gosh, Diamond. Oh my gosh, Diamond. That's like the only person that came to my mind when I said that. You didn't have to point it out.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. You're right. She doesn't. But we see that at the very top, and that looks kind of cool. So let's go ahead and scroll on down to the first included in these changes. So the way this is going to work out, just for Diamond's knowledge, is I'm going to read the stuff, and then Diamond is going to get the first talking point, and I'm going to like respond if I heard anything that I could add on or add stuff to it. But for the most part, Diamond's going to be doing most of the analysis in, and I'm going to be doing most of the reading in.
Okay, works for me.
And the main reason for that is because Diamond's MMR is higher than mine. But it's got to be honest, guys. It's got to be honest. 5K versus non-existent. That's all I got to say.
Man, CulBlu is like theoretically 4.5. There we go. We'll go theoretically 4.5.
There you go.
Okay.
That works for me. I still don't remember if Sand King's Caustic Finale does damage over time or not, which it doesn't. Yeah. Alright, so starting out the reading, inventory changes. Alt-click on inventory item alerts your team that the item is ready, in cooldown, or needs mana. Diamond?
It was necessary to flow with everything else, but I'm not really surprised about it.
I'm surprised it took him that long to do it, because I don't like. Okay, guys, me being a noob who plays support, I don't play carry all the time. So when I played a carry and I got bought a BKB, I want to let my team know, hey guys, I got a BKB. So I alt clicked it, and 10-second BKB down the drain.
Yeah, but then again, like if you think about it, none of this was in Dota 1, so it's still a massive improvement. Unless if they added it to Dota 1 since when I left Dota 1, but none of that was in Dota 1, so it's still a really good improvement.
Okay.
I like
So
it.
I do agree. I like the ad, and it's not like a big deal, but it's something that just makes life, the quality of life in Dota a lot better. All right, quick buy shows stock cooldown time for items that are out of stock.
I think that is so. It's gonna be so wonderful for supports because of the fact that when you put, because sometimes I put wards or I'll put a gem into the quick buy, but then I won't notice if it's on cooldown, or especially if you're trying to do the courier, like the courier
Yeah.
upgrade. So you could just put the flying courier upgrade right into your, because that's really the only thing you're going to be buying unless you have to buy an extra set of sentries or something. So
Exactly. And it's frustrating because like it's like I have the goal and I'm like right click, it's like, oh my god, 10 seconds, hurry up, why can't you just tell me? No. So yeah, that's gonna be a much appreciated feature, like Diamond said, to support players mainly, but other people too. I mean, are there any other items that go out of stock besides wards and couriers and gems? Oh my. Oh, smoke.
smoke does, yeah. I think that's the only one that I would actually affect any other lane is if they buy a smoke from a different lane.
Okay, surprise, Diamond, you're on Stats and Facts, the patch edition. No, I'm stop. Moving on. Quick buy purchase hotkey buys the first eligible item. I don't know what that one means, so let's hit that question mark. Question mark says this will skip secret shop items unless the player or his team courier is within range of the secret shop. Okay, this still didn't clear things up. Do you know what that means?
Like if you put a hotkey on your quick buy, I think what it's going to say is it's going to buy the first part of the item that shows up in your quick buy menu.
Oh, okay.
So you can, I'm assuming what that means is it's going to set a hotkey, or you're going to be able to set a hotkey that you could press, and then instead of actually clicking on the item, so that it can all be done with hotkeys. That's what I'm assuming is what they're trying to do.
I know there's an option in the quick buy, or not quick buy, in Dota where like you can turn hotkeys on for your shop, which I used once and it messed me up completely because like one time I opened the shop and I was like trying to do my combination and I ended up buying like I don't know AC or something like that, and it was like stupid. So I had to turn it off. But
I don't use them either, to be honest.
Does anybody use hotkeys for their?
I know some people that do that are really technical with it, but those people need a crap ton of like you have to have a bunch of keys on your mouse and then maybe like a gaming pad, which is what I use, and then like a really technical keyboard or something. You need a lot of keys for it, unless if you're playing the same hero consistently, you know. So yeah, in my opinion, it's not worth it.
But the fact that it's there makes me feel a lot better though, because that means they thought about it.
Yeah, I guess. I suppose.
All right, so item purchase notifications now show up as a graphical pop-up on the right.
I think that's the if you played the beast mode when it would pop up on the right and it would come out, or no, actually when you're watching a game too, it does it too in games. If you're watching a live stream and one of the spectators will see like a BKB and it'll come out on the right, I think that's what that is. Which I think is okay, but I really hope it only does it for really big items because that gets annoying to me sometimes.
Now see, riddle me this. Because like I could have sworn it did that already. No, I'm not.
It does it in spectator games. No.
Not just for spectators, but like while playing.
No, the actual graphical like box that you see, and then you see the icon for the thing. No, it doesn't do that. Huh. It'll say it. It'll say so and so has purchased Necronomicon or so.
Okay.
Mechanism, but it doesn't actually have like the thing. And to be honest, I really hope that they only do that for big items like BKB or Mac or something, because I don't want to see every single person's, like if I want to see it then I'll click on them, you know, and look at it, but I don't want to be bothered with that all the time.
Right, I agree, and also I just I hope they can. I hope they let you turn it off because I think it's annoying. Even when I'm spectating, I see it pop up like they bought 5 smoker seats. I don't need to see they bought 5 smoker seats. I don't care. I mean, okay, I care initially, but still, it's new. It's a nuisance sometimes. I'll put it that way.
So I don't know, but I guess it'll be something that we have to get used to if so.
All right. So the next patch or the next bullet point, and Diamond, how are we doing on time? Because this is taking a while.
I have no idea.
High five. All right. So the next note is actually grab all on stash is now available while the hero is dead, and I actually wanted to. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and take the first part.
No, I'm glad that they do it because it pisses me off when I can't grab all my items and I have to like click drag them and move them sometimes from my stash when I'm dead. But so that's just like all these inventory changes. To be honest, like all these other changes are just things that I think are just. I guess I could sum up it in the sense of saying that they're nice to have. It's just getting rid of the little nuisances, except for the item purchase notification. Except for that one.
A nuisance.
Yeah, this added. Okay, so they took away a bunch of nuisances, but they just added one little extra one that I think wasn't really necessary. But yeah, that's how I feel about this one too.
And I can see it now. I'm gonna miss like an Omni Knight heal because somebody was in the little corner and the thing popped up that somebody bought an AC. I'm like, look, I need to heal somebody, and then they die, and they blame me for being so bad. Dota, Ice Frog. Anyway, so the next ones are grayed out, which I don't know if they mean something different, but we'll go ahead and read them anyway. Alt click on. Actually, I'll read 2 at a time. Alt click on items that can call for a gather, arcane boost, smoke seat, blah blah blah. Broadcast a gather message and pings your location. And alt click now works on passive abilities that may have a cooldown. For example, Wraith King's reincarnation. So Diamond.
Just things that are necessary, really. Which, by the way, I thought that the alt click worked on reincarnation anyway, but I guess not.
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well then. Oh,
wait, hold on.
Damn it. Well, yeah. So all of this.
I can foresee people alt clicking Sven's cleave now, just cause.
Yeah, but it says that that may have a cooldown. So.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So I can see people alt clicking Legion Commander's Moment of Courage now.
Oh.
Like alt click, it's on cooldown, guys. It's on or Slark's Essence Shift technically has a cooldown.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if they put those ones in, but. Never know.
They might. I mean, it has a cooldown, right?
Technically,
I mean,
technically, Valve, it does. So.
Technical stuff, and as far as the arcane boots and stuff, that was broken, and I didn't realize, or I didn't. I'm glad that they saw it because I don't know how many times I've like tried to do arcane boots little menu alert allies thing, and it didn't do anything, so I was upset. So I'm glad they put that part in.
Oh, I usually just spam ping myself, and if people don't come, then oh well, no mana for you.
Didn't deserve it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so the next 2 notes, I'll read the last 3. The last 3 notes on this section is added right-click option to inventory items to move them to the stash available when in range of fountain, and quick buy items show a different border for items that the player can afford but aren't purchasable due to secret shop locations or stock cooldown, and all recommended item builds have been updated. So, okay, that's a lot. I would recommend starting from the bottom and going your way up.
The recommended item builds I don't really care too much about. I mean, it kind of sucks if there's a new player, but you can download item builds anyway. I know somebody that used to do that, so that, you know, I guess I'll be humored to see what they put in there, but other than that, I don't really mind. But the other 2, doesn't, like I said, it's before, it's just a convenience.
Yeah, I agree. As far as the recommended item builds, about time. I mean, God. I mean, like, okay, I know you, like you said, you don't really pay attention to it, and a lot of people who do use the recommended stuff, they usually download their own anyway. But I don't know how many times I've tried to buy all the recommended items because I don't play Sand King all the time, and I can't afford that last Iron Branch. And I'm like, what? What's this going on? Like, it recommends like 2 tangos, a healing salve, and like 5 Iron Branches, and I can't afford everything because they changed the gold.
There's not enough spaces for 5 Iron.
I'm being sarcastic, Diamond. Oh my gosh! Report! Unfriend. Mute. Unmute. Oh wait, unmute. Mute. Mute, please. Okay. But all I'm saying is, it's about time they updated it because they changed the cost of tangos and healing sounds, and that threw off things.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of times where you can't buy that last iron branch.
I don't know the pain that you're talking about because I buy my own.
Just because you got 5K MMR. Oh my gosh. Okay. Interface changes. I think it'll be best if we just read these and didn't really analyze because there's not much to analyze.
Oh, the interface? Yeah, you can read them if you want. I don't mind.
Okay. Added a screen effect while dead. Can be toggled in the options. Cool. When a unit under the player controls dies, you no longer immediately deselect it and return control to the hero unit. Okay. Friend requests can now be sent to a player via the in-game scoreboard. That's going to be a convenience for everybody. All active battle points and event, because everybody wants to add CulBlu after a game because I'm so pro.
Yeah, of course.
All active. Okay, I can't read this. Okay, I have to say this. Diamond, do you know how many people are going to add you now? Because like, oh my gosh, girl, add in scoreboard.
I don't ever let people know that I'm a girl in game anyway, so I imagine it for people to add people when they're muted and tell them that they suck. That's usually what happens in my queue. Is people add each other just if they're muted, they're like, okay, I'm gonna add you and tell you that you're a trash can.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that is horrifying. Okay, that's good. I'm still in the tier of, oh my gosh, I can play Dota now. So yeah, Diamond's like 20 levels above me, so forgive me guys for my ignorance. All active battle points and event points boosters are now shown in game after all players connect. Okay. Show the spectator item pop up when the Aegis of the Immortal is picked up or stolen.
And I thought that was already there, but okay.
No, that wasn't there. It like says it in small text as the Aegis has been snatched by blah. But if it shows it as an item pickup, if it shows it as like an item pop, it's like, oh my gosh, this person has the item. It's like, oh snap, Windrunner stole the Aegis and or shot it.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So that's gonna be convenient for everybody because I don't know how many times if somebody steals Aegis, usually in the process of stealing Aegis, they're getting their tails kicked, and then you just see both sides just like duking it out, and you can't really tell who killed Roshan, who stole. Okay, so that's gonna be helpful. Diamond, can you read the last 5?
Yeah, sure. Added a buff icon for Ember Spirit's Fire Remnants Timer, Necrophos's, which I just totally forgot that that's his name, actually.
Best name ever.
Reaper's Scythe with Aghanim Scepter will now show that buyback is disabled on the hero bar. Added a prompt to the tutorial that lets users flip their HUD to show the mini-map on the right. This setting can also be changed in options.
Wow, I'm sorry. That has been a requested feature for so long that I forgot it was a requested feature.
Added a phased base, confirmation dialogue to important destructive economic operations such as using Master Hammer on immortal arcana items. Huh, well that's good. And added overheat effect for Ogre Frostmage Creep's Ice Armor ability. Now this is gonna sound really girly. I am really excited to see all the new graphical changes.
What? There's graphical changes?
I'm assuming that that's what they mean. Added overhead effect for the Ogre Magi Frost, like any sort of graphical change, you know, like all the stuff that.
Sorry.
You know,
Right.
that's what I meant.
My bad. Okay, yeah, I'm excited to see those the new stuff too, like Legion Commander's stupid, what's it called? The Q that nobody uses.
Why wouldn't you? It does like 1,000,000 damage.
Yeah, it does, but nobody uses it because her other ability is so much better. Overwhelming odds. Whenever she uses that, it's like a really cool animation. I couldn't wait to see that one actually used in game. But yes. Huh? Hello?
I was gonna say, are we ready for other features?
Yes, we are ready for other features, sadly. Other features, new design for the settings interface.
That too.
New, Diamond analysis.
I'm just excited to see it, that's all.
Okay. All interface elements in League matches now use official player names instead of oh my gosh, their Steam name. Thank you! Can you
Good.
please do this while they're playing in game too on official match,
No,
please?
I don't think that only in official play matches and league games. I think that that should be done. I don't think that should be done in pub matches.
No, not pubs. I'm talking like if I'm casting JDL, which is an official league. If I'm casting
Oh,
JDL and it says 4+7, and I'm supposed to know it's Arzart, like what? How am I supposed to know it's Arzart?
no, I know what you mean. Like when I was a tournament admin in JD,
Hmm.
like and we were doing the defense, that was actually kind of an issue for me. Like I would have to go and check their Steam profile and make sure it was them and all that other stuff, and it was kind of a bitch. So
Yeah, it's hectic. All right, so next one, the game client will now ping a sample of servers in each region and display the results in the region and selection screen.
um, cool, I suppose. I don't really mind. This is all stuff that really doesn't
Mhm.
you know, well, like what I said before, it's all just a convenience
Convenience.
factor. Yeah.
But I still think this is a much needed convenience for admins because I know it's painful. Like you said, for the official names, that's painful. I know for the servers to figure out who has crappy stuff, they can literally take a screenshot and say, okay, this is what my server's got. So we need to be on Luxembourg because otherwise I'm not going to be able to play. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's a really good feature. Don't get me wrong, I think it's an amazing feature, but not something that affects my day-to-day Dota life, which is going to be the hero section. That's what you'll hear me
But where's the enthusiasm? Okay, in the hero section, all right, I'm fine with that. I'll be enthusiastic about this, and you'll be enthusiastic about the heroes. Okay?
All right, we can do that. We could do that.
Yes, we can do that. Can't make any promises because some of the stuff is kind of boring. Tournament selection under the Watch tab now sorts leagues into Premier, Professional, and Amateur leagues. Amateur leagues are also sorted by locations, allowing you to easily find smaller tournaments in your area. And okay, I just said that this stuff is kind of boring, but that's actually kind of exciting.
That's kind of cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty cool.
I mean, do you foresee a double-edged sword from that? Because I foresee a double-edged sword.
Yeah, a little bit, but the other thing too is I don't really want to bring up the double-edged sword. You can if you'd like.
Okay,
I
the
don't.
double-edged sword is like who and what is going to determine Premier, Professional, Amateur League. Because like
Yeah.
if it's Premier League and the Premier League only has like anything that Navi's in, people are going to get like Reddit posts everywhere.
I think it'll probably be based on prize pool. That's what I
Prize
think
pool?
it'll be. It's
So if I
like,
throw $1 million at it, it's going to be
that would
Premier
be a
League,
professional.
Not Premier.
Oh no, I'm sorry, premier. Excuse me.
Hmm.
I don't know why I automatically assumed professional was above a premier. That's not what I meant. Yeah, no, that's what I would assume is like $1 million prize pool would be premier. I would say premier is probably like $20,000 and up for prize pool, and then $20,000 to $5,000 is probably professional, and then anything under that would be amateur.
But see, that's where I see the double-edged sword because me personally, I'm all about community unity. We need to be more like this and just be accepting the little guys and stuff. This is gonna marginalize everybody and not necessarily marginalize everybody. Like I'm not saying like that's absolutely gonna happen, but this has a potential to marginalize people to say that hey, I competed in a only amateur leagues, and somebody says who's doing Premier League says okay, then I shouldn't let you come into this tournament because you're obviously not good enough, kind of thing.
No,
Whereas
I don't think
it might just be a thing of the tournament admins might have only had enough money for $500 for the prize pool, you know?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm seeing it being labeled under is they can probably change it too. Because the other thing too is DreamHack, like, wait, it's like 13,000 SEK, right? But in USD, that's only like a grand or two or three or four or something, you know? So I'm assuming it would have to be in the margin where it's going to put DreamHack under professional.
Right.
So, because I don't think DreamHack would be labeled as an amateur league. So,
I don't know. I see a bunch of negatives. I mean, there's the positive of the amateur leagues are getting more notoriety now because they're all getting grouped. So the amateur leagues are getting listed inside that group, but it's going to be like that division between Premier, Professional, and Amateur now. It's like officially there.
Alright. Well, I don't know. I think we'll have to wait and see how it runs out, I guess.
Okay. All right. The last point on this section: when a party leader creates or joins a private lobby, party members are brought into that lobby too. Oh, I see trolls. I see trolls.
Well, I mean, they already did it with the games anyway. Like, if you started a random bot game, it would bring you in. So, I don't know. I don't really see that being an issue. Like, if you don't want somebody in a private party, then or a private lobby, then you just kick them.
Okay. All right. So the next section is workshop, and unfortunately, I'm gonna skip that part.
Okay.
Should we go through or should we skip it?
You could just read it if you want, or we could just skip it. It's up to you.
Okay, we'll read it. For all the people out there who do workshop stuff, we love your work. Keep doing stuff, and we'll encourage you by reading out the workshop patch notes. Models recently broken up for economic items. Terrorblade, Timbersaw, Venomancer, Tree and Protector, Magnus, Lifestealer, Clockwork, Vinzel Spirit, Eletitan, and Puck. So that means more models are brought into the community. Cool. Facial flex animations added / fixed for Invoker, Hair of Dark Magic, Lifestealer, Ravenous Fiend, Faces Void, Ancient, Cultist, Lycan, Wolf Hunter, and Great Gray and Curse of the New Season. Diamond, is that something that you would know about?
Animations added, fixed. I think what they're saying is some of the headpieces don't work in the portrait, and I think that's what they mean by the facial flex animations added and fixed.
Okay.
So sometimes, like, somebody will make a headpiece and it'll glitch out into the portrait, you know, when the portrait's moving around. Because I know there's a which they still haven't fixed, which, by the way, kind of bothers me. There's a headpiece for Death Prophet that does that, where it'll like glitch into her face every time you see it. It's a really cool headpiece too, and it's like my favorite one. But it's so that's what I think they mean.
Okay, we'll just go with it. Next one, added wing animation to Puck, loadout animation, and fixed Puck's misaligned LOD arm mesh. Okay. Fixed misaligned blade animation and blade animation and idle looping on Timbersaw animations. Alright. Fix the scale of the amphibian Kid Courier. Adjust. Wow, jeez. Alright, okay. Could you continue reading? Because I just got a text message and I heard my phone.
No, that's fine. Okay, adjusted bounding boxes for Nature's Prophets Treants, Lone Druid Spirit Bearers, like an ultimate form, Summon Wolves, Broodmother Spiderlings, and Invoker Forge Spirits to be more consistent with default models. Adjusted bounding boxes for Warlock Golems to be more consistent with the default Golem. Adjusted hitboxes and bouncing boxes for words to be more consistent with default words. Fixed error when importing loading screen images for preview image on disk is read only. Updated Clockworks workshop reference SMD files to use the latest bind pose. Addresses out of position rockets and weapon. And updated the low violence Lifestealer model. So I'm assuming that somebody was complaining about Lifestealer being too violent. So that's bullshit. And whoever did that is.
Well, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Like I used to use low violence mode all the time, but I forgot what the thing was.
I didn't know that existed.
Oh man, the first day I heard about it, I went and activated it, and it was freaking awesome because all the blood turned green. And it didn't change any of the character hero models, but all the blood was green. Like if PA crit, you know how she crits and like just like a river of blood that flies out.
Yeah.
It was like grape soda.
What?
It was funny.
Why?
Because it's low violence mode. Because if Dota wants to get released inside of like the regional areas such as like China or Japan or something like that, those Asianic areas, they have to change some of the things because there's customs that they have to conform to. Otherwise, they're not going to allow the game or that game inside of those places.
All right, so Japan won't take violence, but they will take Thai. I call bullshit on that. All right,
Dude,
Japan.
Diamond. I didn't say Japan.
Japan.
Per se,
you did.
It's different cultural regions. Like some people or some regions have belief systems that they believe in so far or so heavily that seeing a skull is forbidden in their area. Like, if you have a skull, you're absolutely not going to be able to sell anything in there, and that's going to hurt Valve as far as making money there, because that means they can't release a game there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they had to go change models.
I suppose that's fine.
And also for lifestyle, his thing was teeth. Like, sharp teeth was a bad thing, so they had to go change that.
That's funny.
Different regions, different stuff. Come on, culturalize yourself, Diamond. Be more diverse.
Oh, hey! I learned a lot about Europe with working in the European scene, so I can say that I did culturalize myself with the European scene a little bit more.
There you
So,
go.
do you want to move on to the next part?
Yes, new treasures. 2 new treasures. Cool. All right. Includes these bug fixes. Well, okay, Diamond. I don't want to make this sound bad, but you're a better reader than I am.
No, I don't.
Did you want to read and then I analyze, and then you analyze too?
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right, cool. We'll go with that.
Yeah, I don't.
For the sake of you guys watching, because CulBlu reads like word by word, syllable by syllable, and Diamond just like reads a sentence. It's like.
I'm just reading well today. Sometimes I do really bad though. Sometimes I'm like two trousers, and I'm just like, okay, screw it, I'm done. And alright, so.
Alright,
yeah,
Diamond, no pressure. The whole entire internet is listening. Now read past it.
It's okay. I got this. I got this, man. Don't worry.
Famous last words.
Also, as a side note. Alright, I'm gonna give you this last paragraph so I could talk to Fletch for a second.
Were you blowing your nose?
Huh?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm gonna be reading the included bug fixes because for the new treasures, basically there's 2 new treasures and they have cool things. Go check those out. Moving on, includes these bug fixes. Interface bug fixes. Fixed a bug where spectating a game in progress would sometimes show a team score of 0. And that has actually caused a few issues, so that's a cool fix. Fix a case where the courier respawn time would disappear. That was a big issue. That's very frustrating. That's very annoying. I'm glad they fixed that part too. And wait.
Okay.
Oh, Diamond.
Yeah?
I just thought about it. You were talking to Fletch on the side, right?
For like a second, yeah.
And you're live streaming.
Yes.
Did the audio go through on that?
No, I muted my mic.
Wait. When his audio come through too?
No, I was typing. Numbnuts.
Jeez, you're so mean. Gosh. I feel bad now. I was gonna keep reading these patch notes. Jeez. Fix the case with the courier. Huh? Go ahead.
I can continue if you want.
No. Too late. CulBlu start.
Go.
I gotta be stubborn now. Fix the case where the courier respawn time would disappear. That's very frustrating. Glad they fixed that. Very quickly toggling between selection groups was incorrectly counting as a double click on a group. Okay, didn't know that happened.
There's one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really talk about the chess.
Do we have to?
We don't have to, but I think it's kind of cool that they're letting people buy it now.
Okay, we'll read the chest because Diamond wants to read the chest.
Well, there's people that care about the treasure chest. Like, I care about treasure chest because I bought the keys and stuff. But now I think that if the prices don't lower on it, I think it's just going to be cheaper to buy the item set.
Right, okay. I'll make this deal with you, Diamond. Just for dramatic reasons, because we have to have, like, the big deal. Alright, so I'll read this paragraph and you read everything else for this video, okay?
Go for it.
Alright, cool. 2 new treasure chests have been added, Treasure of Sinister Arcanery and Treasure of Cosmic Abyss. They contain brand new sets with a rare chance to grant a new courier or a new clockwork set. Sweet. However, unlike previous chests, no seals or treasure drops is required. Oh, really? These treasures are purchased directly from Dota 2 store or from inside Dota 2 clients. Once yours, all you need to do is open and receive one of the sets. The treasures can also be traded and listed in the Steam community market. It is kind of cool.
It's cool, but I feel like what's going to happen is it's just going to be so much cheaper to just buy the set instead.
It still is.
Yeah, well, it is now, but like, I mean, before when they didn't make it so that you knew what you were gonna get dropped, unless if you were like that one rare chance that got something dropped. Like
Right.
I stopped buying keys because of that. So I
Hmm.
just went and got the sets that I liked, and that was it because it was just cheaper at the time that I bought it. So I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna be because I don't know how expensive they're gonna make the chests.
Right.
And the other thing too is, yeah, the chest prices aren't gonna drop to like 1 penny
Hmm.
anymore. But the other thing too is like I really don't know
Who's gonna buy
how.
it?
No, I mean like I would buy it. I'm gonna buy the first couple, but
Hmm.
it doesn't make it as rare, I guess, you know? Like the reason that I like getting items and I like getting rare items is because that really egotistical feeling where you're like, yeah, I got this really cool item from the chest. And people are like, oh man, I opened that chest and I didn't get that item. And I'm like, I got that item. Yeah. You
Right.
know,
Well,
like
see.
that kind of
Mhm.
thing.
But see, Diamond, you and I are on two different spectrums because I'm like, oh boy, this thing is auspicious. I don't care. And for those who don't know, auspicious items came out in New Bloom, and there's a lot of auspicious items that are cheaper than the original item,
Yeah.
which people somehow hate the auspicious items. So I get cheaper deals, so I don't care about the rarity of the item. And I recently learned, not necessarily the hard way, but kind of like in a funny way, a humorous way, because I had the Radiance arm drop, and I was like, hey, why not just buy a key so I can get a full set? Because that sounds like it's worth it. Paid $2.50 for a key, opened up the chest, got a set that I didn't want, and then I went to the market and just bought the set that I wanted for like a fourth of the price.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like, you know, since you're not going to be buying keys anymore, that this
Mhm.
is, I don't know. It depends on how expensive it's going to be, I guess. You know, and
I
how the
I just
market's
think it's
gonna.
interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a different change. But the other thing too is I liked getting its key and I liked opening the chest. Like that little action of getting a key and opening a chest was, you know, and like the 5 sec or the 3 seconds you had to wait before it
Diamond,
opens.
no, that's like saying I like going to the dentist and having the doctor when he sticks the needle in my mouth. It feels great, and then that 5 minutes it takes for my mouth to numb. Ah, I just miss that feeling.
I
No.
hate, I hate going to the dentist.
But it totally sounds like you just said. So
No, it sounds
I'm
like
all
if
like,
I'm gambling and I like putting the coin into the slot. That's what it, and then pulling the lever down. That's kind of like the equivalence to it.
it puts the coin in the slot. But I
It's
don't
an
like it.
addiction. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so
It's
we
only
can.
it's only an addiction if it's unhealthy.
Wow, people could spend a lot of money on treasures.
But that's besides the point because we got more patch notes to go through,
Yes, we do.
Diamond, and the bug fixes. It's all you. That's all
I don't
you.
remember where you stopped.
I stopped after or at the first grade one.
Okay, fixed Meepo's net worth not working and stats drop down while spectating. Canceling.
Thank you. Gee, oh wait, we have to analyze.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you, because I don't know how many times I looked at Meepo's net worth and it's always at the bottom at 2,000 when I know it's not true because it's split in between 5 Meepos.
Oh, I never. Well, you could just do 2,000 times 5, I guess.
It's too much math.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes, too much math.
Alright, so canceling Nature's Prophet's teleportation, boosted travel, and town portal scroll will probably remove the teleport mini-map icon.
That's good. That's good because before it just showed it and it went through fully, but he didn't TP in, and it still played the sound too.
Yeah, convenience factor to me. Same with, by the way, I'm gonna say that for all these bugs. I don't really give a shit about bugs, by the way. Are we going through all the bugs? I just
We were going
noticed
through
that
all the
there's
bugs until we hit the
lot.
part well, when we hit the part that says fixed sounds, we're skipping all those specific ones.
And gameplay
And-
bugs?
But see, the gameplay bugs are exploits that you can't use anymore. So I guess it will be just if we just let people look at them.
Okay, alright,
But
that's fine.
we gotta read the white ones.
Okay.
Okay.
Racist. Fixing alt click on recipes in the shop, not showing the correct message. I've never
Accurate.
seen that before.
I didn't even know it was an issue.
Yeah, I didn't either. Fixed loading screens appearing blurry if texture quality was turned down in the video options. I never turned down my options, so I never know. Fixed item preview not working with bundles containing both hero and non-hero items, such as free-to-play collector's pack.
I didn't know that existed. Oh wait, no, hold on, my bad. See, I read free to play card pack, but yeah, the collector's pack. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was an issue.
I didn't either. Most of these I never know are issues. Fix the bugs so that when all the items have been received from our treasure, they're shown as available again in peak screen. I never had that issue.
Mm-hmm.
Fix not being able to reset inscribed gem counts.
Actually, I knew that was an issue. I think someone else complained about that once, but I didn't.
I didn't know you could.
Yeah. You can reset gems. Like you just go to them, right click, and say reset.
Oh. Fix hero rotation resetting back to 0 when you equip a new item in the loadout.
Oh, that one was annoying. Because I don't know how many times I've been spinning my Venomancer, or spinning my... Okay, I'll use a spin Venomancer. It sounds weird. But like spinning my hero around, because I do a little little spin, and then I change items, and then it'll just stop. It made me mad.
Oh.
I was like, no, keep spinning! Just put item on while spinning.
Oh, I don't know. Fix equipping an item in the armory not showing the item the first time it displays in the loadout.
That happened, I've seen that before, okay.
Fix the case where using Hero Showcase View and clicking on an enemy player could show their experience value and stash items.
I didn't know that existed. That really happens?
Yeah, you can do that, but I don't know about experience value, but I know you can see the items, yeah.
Wow.
Fixed armory preview on model replacement. E.g. Spear, Bear, and Warlock on Golem.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, fixed armory preview on my... Okay. I didn't know it was broken, but okay, keep going.
Previewing a temporary prismatic gem on Terrorblade's fractional horns and inner abyssal asylum in the socketing interface now shows the correct preview color.
Cool.
That's really cool, but the thing, all right, I'm gonna pause my reading for a minute because I'm gonna say that the thing that still pisses me off about the Terrorblade Arcana is that you can't keep the gem.
What?
Like if you were to put, you know how it's got the red gem inside of it? If you were to put like a green or blue or whatever one in it, you cannot keep that gem. It destroys the gem.
Oh, that sucks.
I do not like that. That's really greedy.
Is that gem specific to Terrorblade?
No, you can get the gem. Like you can buy that red gem and like re-socket it into Terrorblade, but it would still destroy the first one. So if you were to change it to green and then you wanted to change it to blue right after, it would destroy your green gem.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so I think that that's extremely greedy, and that actually still does piss me off that Valve does that, because it's like, you're making enough money off of this, like, why do you have to do that?
It only costs $35.
Yeah, but that's the thing, it's like, if you want to get another, like, if you, alright, the reason I got the Arcana in the first place was because I thought you could switch between colors, and then I found out that through the forums, of course, after I bought it, because I'm an idiot and I didn't read it first, that it will destroy the gem, so you can't have multiple colors in it that you can switch between. That still bothers me, and I think that they should fix that. I doubt they will, though.
Yeah. All is fair in love and war, and this is neither. But, okay. That does suck. Which is why I never buy Arcana. I just, like, get my stuff either through the market, and if it's more than like 30 cents, then you really have to be a good item. I'm sorry, but yeah, I just don't buy things.
Also, I'm gonna point this out that in the chat, I am specifically not going to read anything that has hero base because I don't want to get it spoiled. So. You guys are saying things about the heroes. I'm like, I read like the first line and then I'm not reading the rest of it because I don't want to get it spoiled. So,
okay. That's gonna be the next video. That's gonna be the next video for everybody who's watching YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna be split up into videos. All right, so fix missing roles for Abaddon. I never look at the roles. Fix Dota TV director prioritizing ancient operations ultimate too high. Why not, man?
What happened?
Fix Dota TV director prioritizing AA's ultimate too high.
Oh, I see, I see. So like if it hits, it like goes look at it and it's like, oh look, it hit, and then it goes back.
I guess. I don't know. I never had an issue with that. Fix Straw Ranger's enemies silence and scribe count not working with her new silence ability.
Hmm.
I didn't know that was an issue either. 99.9999999% of these I will not know that these are issues.
Which sucks because these could have been cool exploits. Actually no, these I do occasionally visit the Dota dev page and just to look at some of the bugs that people are reporting and some of the severe ones, and it sucks because like the critical ones they don't let you read. Made me sad.
That's kind of funny.
Because I mean, if everybody knew about the critical bugs and they'd just go use it in just one game, get free rank or something like that.
Yeah, there's ways to get rating, so don't worry about that.
Like be good at Dota, not play with CulBlu. Yeah.
Yeah, or play on South African servers.
Hey, they are good players too.
No, I meant like never mind. Exploits.
There's nobody there.
No. We don't want to talk about exploits. That's fine.
Okay,
So,
audio visual. Can I take that section?
go for it.
Sweet. All right, fix issues with Earth Spirit's voiceover not playing during spawn or when casting Stone Remnant. Didn't know it was an issue. Puggin's Nether Blast precast sound now plays for allies only. That's a good one. Diamond, your take on that?
I don't care.
Come on.
It doesn't really bother me at all. Like, it's so obvious to see when he's nether blasting. Like, it doesn't really matter to me.
But you can cancel it, and like I see a lot of mind games happening now. Like it's kind of the same concept as a Leshrac. Well, Leshrac Stun doesn't make a noise. A Bounty Hunter, no, Mirana Arrow. That would be like a similar thing to me.
Yeah, but it doesn't make a noise for you can't hear it either.
No, but initially Mirana's Arrow, this is one of the issues that it was one of the things that was pointed out by Puppy a long time ago. This is the person I remember saying it. But he basically Toby basically asked Puppy, hey, why is Mirana not played so much in offlane? It's because, oh yeah, Mirana, blah, 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 Leap not as good as it used to be, and her arrow's loud as crap. Like, she would toss arrow and you could hear it from across the map. And the fact that you heard that initial sound of arrow as an enemy person, you say, oh, there's an arrow, and then you just run away. But now the arrow is silent. I don't know how many times I'm just like walking towards mid lane and I just get slapped with the arrow. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where'd that come from? Like, I'm legitimately scared because I'm about to die in feed, but still.
It's just, I don't know, it's just things that you get used to, I guess. I really don't mind it at all. You pay enough attention to the... Because, you can't cancel it when he throws his arm all the way down.
Sure.
You know? And if he's running up to you, you can also dodge the blast by walking right up to him. So if you're a melee hero, you can just dodge the blast anyway.
I didn't pay attention to that, but okay. See, guys, you learn things when you watch patch notes, which is why we're doing the patch notes analysis for you guys. We love you guys. Alright, fix issue where Ursa's overpowered cast sound would play for enemies if it was still active when he exited the Fog of War. That's an issue in ability draft, but it's not really anywhere else. Because you forget somebody has overpower, and then you see him run out of the forest, and you hear overpower happen, and it's like, oh, okay, start running, cool. Yeah. Dataless crits now play a sound on target unit.
So probably like a PA sound.
It's gonna make you feel horrible now. Now I know when I'm getting critted.
Well, I would hope you know when you get critted.
The numbers aren't bad enough. You gotta add more embarrassment to this? Okay. Fix some visual effects showing incorrectly in the Fog of War. Okay. I think that might be saying, if somebody's doing Roshan, you can see, the blast hitting Roshan. Have you ever witnessed that?
Yeah.
That is kind of frustrating.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's actually something that's supposed to be there or something that's not. You can see some of the attack animations and stuff. So.
Right. So, oh look, guys, they're doing Roshan. See, I see Ancient Apparition right click is going through. And the last one, fix sound elements from the following spells ignoring the Fog of War, and has people listed. So we're skipping that list. It's a lot of people. Oh man, Witch Doctor's at the bottom. We get a goal. All right, so Diamond, you got the Linux and Mac ones, and oh wait, no, my bad. I'll take the Linux and Mac ones, and then we'll end the video there and start the other one.
Okay, works for me.
All right. Okay, Linux and Mac bug fixes. Linux Mac fixes shimmering artifacts when specular reflections were enabled with Intel graphics. Cool. Linux fix match readiness sound sometimes not playing when a sound while tabbed was enabled. Jeez, I can't read. These words are difficult. Game is hard. Match readiness sound now plays using the A play external command when sound while alt tab is disabled. Okay, so I think it's basically saying that the match readiness sound plays regardless of what happens. I think that's what that was saying.
I guess I don't really. Linux users, you guys got stuff patched too. Don't worry. And Mac users, which I feel heavily sorry for, unless if you're an artist. So.
Oh, wait, and Diamond, I lied. We'll read the white ones for gameplay bug fixes for this one, and then we'll skip everything else.
Alright.
Okay,
You want me to read them?
Yeah, that's you.
Okay. You can no longer see trees being destroyed if they are hidden by the fog of war. Fix the bug that prevents placing a ward where the buildings recently died. Fix the bug where if multiple wards, such as plague wards, were told to attack the target that was out of range for some of the ward, none of the wards would attack the target. Now the in-range wards will attack the target properly. That was weird. Updated various outdated tooltips for items and abilities. Cool story. Fixed not being able to walk out of power cogs without being hit again. That's kind of cool. And fixed Ember Spirit's Slate of Fist to do no damage if cast while disarmed. Alright.
Huh. And hold on. Before we go. The updated various outdated tooltips for items and abilities. Diamond, do you know one of the biggest, most outdated tooltips that have been there for forever? Tinker. Tinker has an outdated tooltip. Actually, technically, Ghost Scepter has an outdated tooltip, not Tinker. Do you know what that is?
No.
Ghost Scepter says it gets dispelled when a TP scroll is used or Boots of Travel. Like, it specifically says Boots of Travel in that thing, but when you're actually using it, Boots of Travel does not disable or does not dispel Ghost Scepter at all.
Huh. That's cool that they kind of fixed those.
I hope that's one they fixed, because if they didn't, I'm gonna like raise all kinds of hell. Because that's the most frustrating thing.
Right,
like to see a Tinker and he TPs and it's like, why are you TPing? You use Ghost Scepter and you start TPing and it works. It's like, why is that working? Anyway.
His Valve equals out. I don't know.
Oh, Valve though. So that's it for this video, guys. I was joined here by Diamond. She did most of the camera work, actually all the camera work, and she also did the live streaming and she did the video for me. So I'm just kind of the guest, but she wants me to be the primary for the video. Because
it was his idea, of course. That's why he's the primary. So.
Yeah. Ooh. One last thing, Diamond. Before we go on to the final outros, pick one of the grayed out ones and just read them, and then we'll talk about that one.
Really?
Really. And
Fix chakram going slightly too far, then jumping back once it arrives at its location is the last one. Meh. We did promise the viewers that they weren't going to do it, and they want to see the heroes. That's what I'm saying. So.
But that wasn't even exciting. Come on, do the exciting. Okay, too late. Alright, so that works. Diamond, would you like to give the final outro for yourself? Like, tell everybody where they can find you and all this stuff?
Alright, twitch.tv/DiamondDota, and there's Twitter, which is Diamond86248, which 86248 makes a diamond on the numpad, so that's kind of easy if you think about it. So anyway, yeah, that's my only outro. We're about to get ready to go right into the hero section. That's the one that I really want to see.
Yes, and guys, if you guys want to watch that video, watch the second video, which is off topic number 20, which will say hero analysis. So probably people skip this one because a lot of people don't want to see all the beautiful changes that aren't hero changes. So
yeah, probably.
I'm cool with that. So thank you for joining me, Diamond. My name is CulBlu, as I said before, and as always with my videos, we'll see you guys whenever.